Kia ora, what's going on? Welcome to my channel. I'm going to show you how to jailbreak a PS4 using a Pico Mini board. I prefer doing this method because it is a lot easier. This is untethered, unlike the other method where you need to use the USB port and also the LAN port externally. I'm going to show you how to solder in this Pico board in order to use it as a mod chip of sorts. Again, I find this method the easiest because then that way you are not manually re-breaking the PS4 every time you turn it off. This is automatic. Let's get into this. So the mahi or the work I will be doing will be on a PS4 Pro. I will leave a link in the description below where you can obtain all the software needed for this video. Again, before ordering, double check to make sure it is the Mini B board. First off, we need to connect the board to the PC. Hold down the boot button when you do this for a few seconds and then release it. Want to run the SOC toolkit as administrator. Go to drop down, select RV1103 and select OK, and now we're going to search over here and we're going to look for the Luxfox Pico Plus Flash 250429 folder. Click on it, select yes. Now we want to select all and then click download. So it's transferring everything over to the Pico chip, or Pico board I should say. We get a notification letting you know that it's complete on the right hand pane. Once that's done, we want to close out and then we want to unplug the Pico from the PC and plug it back in. Do not press the boot button this time. Open up your network settings, right click, go to properties, go to IP version 4, click on that and open up its properties. We're going to manually type in this address. Type in 172.32.0 100 and click subnet mask and it'll automatically fill it, and then click OK and then close. Open up MOBA Xterm, create a new session. We want to type in this IP address, so it will be 172.32.0.93, and over in the username we're going to type in root, all lowercase, and select OK. You'll get this notification, accept it. Now we're going to drag and drop in the PPPWN Luckfox folder, and you can see there down the bottom it is transferring it over. Wait for it to complete. Next we need to copy and paste the script you will find in the MOBA Xterm folder. It will come up with this once you hit enter. Now select your firmware, mine is D, so select D, press enter. It will say are you sure, say Y for yes, select that and press enter. Do you want to use the web server, select N for no, press enter. It will ask you if you would like to switch off the Pico once the packages have transferred. I'm going to select yes, and then we're going to select B, which is the bottom one, and then Y for yes, everything's good, and it'll transfer everything. And now we can close this out and move on to dismantling the console. This console was broken, missing parts, but it's still functional, so I'm not going to go into how to dismantle it in this video. As you can see here, I am down to the heatsink and the motherboard, so I'm going to clean off the old thermal paste and replace it with fresh thermal paste. As you can see there, it's a little sloppy, but I'm not too worried as I'm only concentrating on modding the console, not the aesthetics or anything else. It might be a bit overkill on the paste, but no worries. Anyway, on to the next step. So I'm going to measure out the wrapping wire, or I should say the wires for the Pico chip. I'm going to do a mock-up of where it's going to go. It's going to sit in this right hand side bay there where all the connectors are. So on underside of the motherboard. This is the back end of the console where the USB port is. As you can see there is a positive and negative, and we want to add solder flux and pre-tin these, as this is the power supply for the Pico. So I'm going to come in and add solder flux, and then I'm going to tin them. I'm going to come in and solder in the two wires. Unfortunately, I don't have any black wire, so I'm going to use red. Sorry if this confuses you, but just remember, if you are using same colored wire, either use a permanent marker and mark which one is the negative, or you can just add a piece of tape with a label on it with positive or negative. It's up to you how you do it. Either way, do not mix these wires up when you're soldering them to the Pico, just in case you short it out. I'm just going to come in with some PCB cleaner and a Q-tip or cotton bud, just wipe it off and add some Kapton tape over the top of it. Next we're going to do the LAN port, and we're going to solder these 4 points here: TXP, TXN, RXP and RXN. You're probably wondering what these are. These correspond to the 4 solder points on the Pico board as seen in this image. I've already added solder flux and pre-tinned it. Now I'm going to add the wires. Pretty straightforward. again, I'm going to add a bit of Captain Tape over the top. So it is a good idea to label the wires, that way you don't solder them around the wrong way on the Pico, just to stop confusion. As you can see there, I've got a bit of tape with the name written on it, what it is. Pretty straightforward. Now I'm going to reassemble the console. Now we're going to add solder flux to the Pico board, and we're going to tin and then add the positive and negative wire. The positive wire is on the right side if you're looking at this view here, as you can see where it says V bus or voltage, and the one on the left is the negative. Now I'm going to solder in the negative and positive wire. Like I said earlier, I don't have black wire, so I'm going to use the red. I used a black Sharpie to mark the negative wire. I'm going to come in with the positive, same thing. Next we're going to do the TXP, TXN, RXP and RXN points. Again, come in with the solder flux, tin it, and then add all 4 wires. And like I said earlier, it is best to label your wires before you start taping them down to the chassis, otherwise you're not going to know which one is which. Now I'm going to tidy up the wires. First of all, I'm going to put a bit of double-sided tape on the back end of the Pico. We want the USB port on the Pico facing in the direction where I can plug it in, or where it has easy access. Going to make sure that the USB port or the C connection is facing upward. And that way I can just slide the USB cable straight in there in case I want to do some modification at a later date. Now I'm going to simply press it down on the inside of the chassis. Make sure it's not on top of any other cables or wires. Just give it a bit of a firm press to hold it down. And there we go. And now I'm going to do the wire management. I'm going to get some tape and just gather the wires together. Start from the Pico end and work my way back. Just tidy it all up. There we go, all nice and neat. Now it's time to plug it in and test it. I'm going to power up the system for the first time. You will know everything is good because the red LED on the Pico will start flashing. Give it a second and you will see it start to flash. If you don't see the LED flashing, you have got your wires run the wrong way, or the Pico is touching something metal on the PS4. So you need to double check and make sure so everything's good here. Now I'm going to move on to the next step. Once it powers up, we want to go into our settings. Go down to network, set up internet connection, go to use LAN cable, go to custom, go down to PPOE, the username and password can be anything, it doesn't matter, and go next. Automatic, do not use, we don't need to test the connection, simply press the B button to go back to the menu. Head over to your PC and insert a USB stick and format it in exFAT. So right click, go to format, go to drop down and select exFAT and start formatting. Once that's complete, we're going to copy and paste the goldenhen.bin and we're going to paste it into the root of the USB device. Once that's complete, eject it and place it into your PS4. You might want to restart your PS4 at this stage. Once it connects, you'll get this notification and the golden hen will be loaded, and also the golden hen from the USB device will be transferred to the hard drive, so you will no longer need to insert the USB device every time you turn on the console. So that's another bonus. The golden hen logo will appear on the top left hand side of the screen, and that lets you know you're good to go. That's it for this video. If you've learned something today, please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Ciao.